welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Noah, and I wanted to welcome all of you to another installment of the Road to Riches and Amateur's Investment Journey here on my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, this is a series on my YouTube channel where I take my own money and invest it to show you, the viewer, how truly easy it is to start accumulating wealth for the long run. With that being said, let's get into the current state of my portfolio, and I will also show you the investments that I've made for March. Okay, so here we are back in Excel in the dashboard that I've created for this series on my YouTube channel. And now before I show you the final returns that I saw for the end of February, I want to do a little bit of a recap to show you how my portfolio has been performing since I started this series, which was back in October of 2023. So the January returns, if we're seeing green right here, it means we were at or above what we were expecting to be. So this is really good, right? We saw a lot of green, only a little bit of red, meaning, one of the investments that we had made or the ETF that we had investing in wasn't quite performing to what we hypothesized that it would based off of historical data, but everything else is green, right? Meaning we are at expectations or above. Now, the end of February, which is basically a day ago, right? These were kind of how my returns set in. So all green. Across the board, all of the ETFs that I have currently invested in are at what I would have expected based off of their return history or above. And generally speaking, some of them are doing quite well, which I am extremely happy about. So this is really good, right? We like to see green, and it's even better if our entire portfolio, all of our investments are green. Now, moving into March, my game plan is essentially pretty similar to what I did before for February. VOO, which I'm not going to get into all of the details of all of the ETFs that I currently invest in, but basically VOO is basically the like the golden child, I suppose. It's the old reliable. It's something you can always kind of count on. It's not too exciting, but it gets the job done. And that's kind of the way that I look at the ETF VOO, but it's performing pretty well. So I'm just going to put another 3 shares into it right here for March. So just yesterday, I purchased these shares, 3 shares at $4.66 a pop, leading the total to be just under $1,400, which is what my monthly allotted amount is that I've been putting towards this account. So now these are basically our returns to beat, right? So these returns here that I have highlighted are the projected returns, what I anticipate them to be. And we can already see if you compare VUP here, we're already currently ahead of schedule on it. So we're ahead of schedule on, all of them. So I'm not too worried unless something would happen within the market, which is entirely possible. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to pass up our projected returns and hopefully keep everything in the green, which is exactly what we want as a investor. Now, of course, I wanted to show you kind of what the dashboard looks like right before I purchased these ETFs. If you are curious and you're trying to get involved with purchasing through Schwab, which is what I do, this is basically your main dashboard for one of your portfolios. This is my individual one that I'm using for this channel here. So we can currently see the total account value right here at just under 20,000, which is really good. The cash and investments is 1,500. That's before I spent the money on the 3 ETFs for VOO. So that, cash basically means cash on hand to spend, and I did spend it. The market value, 18,000, which is pretty good as well, considering the cost basis, right? Which is, I say this in every video, but the cost basis is the amount of money that I have actually spent within this portfolio, right? So I've spent 15,851. If I would sell right now, basically I would get 18,100 for it. So pretty decent, right? You can't complain with that. I think that's pretty good. And now I want to move into the page that you're going to see right before you purchase your ETF. So this is the dashboard right before you purchase the ETFs. I just wanted to show you guys in case you were curious if you're looking to do this on your own. This is basically what it's going to look like. So you're going to enter the symbol of the stock or ETF, mutual fund, whatever you're looking to purchase. In this case, it's VOO. It's gonna have your price here. Right now it's $4.66 per one share. I want to buy 3 shares, right? So you can enter, whatever quantity you're able to do. Ideally, the quantity is like 1,000,000, right, or 1,000 or whatever it is to really get your investments going. But in this case, we're gonna settle for 3. I have reinvest dividends checked here, which is something that I would definitely recommend if you are, in your 20s, all the way up to right before you're about to retire, just because you want, all of the extra money that you receive from these investments to go right back into them. And we want to purchase at the market rate, and then our total $1,399. So that's just a little bit of a showcase of the actual purchasing of the 3 shares of VOO. So there you have it. That is going to conclude this short update on basically how my portfolio is doing for this Road to Riches series here on my YouTube channel. I'm honestly really happy with where things are going. It's always nice to see, green within your portfolio. And when we first started, it was somewhat of a half and half, right? Some of our investments, pardon me, weren't keeping up to par, but the last 2-3 months have been really, really good for for all the investments that I've made. So you really can't ask for much more as someone who hasn't really studied any kind of investing or anything like that. I do really want to see this series do well. I want to build this account as much as I can, and I think I'm on a decent path right now as far as my contributions go. I've said this in previous video too, but I want to make a relatively large lump sum contribution to this portfolio to really take it up another gear. We're going to see when that might come about. But if you have been keeping up on these episodes here on my YouTube channel, I want to thank you so much for tuning in and basically seeing how my portfolio is doing. And of course, if you are in a position where you're looking to augment your personal financial standing using financial analysis and personalized budgeting, that's exactly what I do here at AFA. If you have any questions for me personally, or if you'd like to take a look at the financial services that I can provide to you, I've left my email and a link to my company website in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and happy financing.